All right, Steve Young says he would love to have Matthew Stafford in San Francisco. He said it on a San Francisco radio station. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And basically, he kind of shitted on Detroit Lions organization, says that basically it ain't really been, a great place for talent to rise up. But he says basically that Detroit Lions basically failed Stafford and held him back, and said that basically getting to San Francisco, it might, refresh him, and, he think he a generational talent. And they kind of went over in the article that, Rich Gannon called him a stat king, and Boomer Esiason called him a locker room lawyer, whatever that mean. And obviously we talked about Jerry Rice yesterday, saying that, he didn't think Matthew Stafford had the it factor, and Aaron Rodgers didn't want to go here, and he wanted the Ferrari and Deshaun Watson out of all the quarterbacks that may are going to be available this offseason. And, Steve Young know a little bit about playing quarterback. He said that he would take Stafford over unproven talent out of his alma mater in BYU, Zach Wilson. And, I just wonder, do people actually watch Matthew Stafford play football? Because when the game is tight and it's time to win, he ain't going to win you a football game. I'm just being 100. He find ways to lose football games. When it's time to, squeeze the lemon and make lemonade, he usually find a way to lose the football game. And people get mad with it said, but we seeing year after year, he ain't the guy that's going to take you over the top. He not going to get you out to the promised land like a Rodgers. He not going to get you there. He got to be in the right situation. He's not a generational talent. He ain't the system like Peyton Manning. He not the system, but a lot of people know what they see with Stafford, and Steve Young know more football than I ever would know. But that's his opinion, and he could be wrong. And Stafford can get to San Francisco and shit it up. He can get to San Francisco and tear it up. But he says that Detroit ain't a career-enhancing place and never has been, and it's true. But then again, we see careers enhance in Detroit. We've seen Barry Sanders transcend the sorriness of Detroit. We've seen, guys like Herman Moore and Johnny Morton and Jermaine Crowell for a year have a great year. We've seen, players, that transcend the sorriness of Detroit do well, But people going to believe what they want to believe in Matthew. I seen when it's time to win. And have you seen the 30 for 30 with Reggie Miller winning time? Matthew Stafford not going to show up and win football games for you, or win them by himself and will his team to a victory. He don't have the if factor. Tim Tebow had the if factor, but he wasn't a great quarterback in the National Football League. He not going to just make you think like, okay, we're going to go down here and score and win the football game. He's just not that guy. You might be having a fourth quarter drive, to get you to win the division or whatever, or you winning something, make it to play. Stafford just, he not going to just will you there. He don't have it. He don't have that intangible, that thing you can't touch, he don't have it. And Steve Young will watch from afar, and he's just like everybody else. But for me, who watched damn near every snap of Matthew Stafford's career, when it's time to win, he don't show up. All his stats come from when the Lions getting blew out, this, that, and the third. And to be different, if he was doing the same shit in Baltimore, or doing it in New York, or doing it out there with, the Broncos or another team that has some success, people be saying, oh, he ain't got it. And maybe he just don't got it. Maybe it is the Detroit Lions. But then again, he had Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate, Nate Burleson, Javid Best. He had top defenses. Everybody just act like he came to Detroit and it's just like, oh, he blocking for himself. He running the ball for himself. He catching the ball. Nigga, it ain't been like that. That's bullshit. You put Aaron Rodgers on this team right now. Some years we had a way more talented team than Green Bay had. To be honest, you put Aaron Rodgers here, he probably is a win. Probably the same amount he won in Green Bay, but then again, he would have had an NFC North division title. You give him Calvin Johnson, that's like Tom Brady getting, his Binky and Randy Moss. And you got these guys that watch from the outside in, but I see when it's time to win the game. I seen when it's time for the Lions to beat Green Bay and win the division, this motherfucker lose to Matt Flynn. I seen when the game is competitive and close and it's in hand, this dude choke it out. I seen he just look comfortable, when the defense in prevent and they just winning in garbage time or they getting blue. I seen it with my own eyes. You can't change it. I'm not some of these Detroit Lions YouTubers that just gonna forget it. Because if he was a brother, would Steve Young be saying the same? Hell no, he'd be saying he ain't good enough, or he'd be mum on it. If Stafford was black, I would love to see what people would say. They took Dak Prescott for granted until they seen that team with Andy Dalton and without Dak. And I think a lot of these people speaking up for Stafford is because he white. If he was black, man, I'm telling y'all, that's a huge portion in it. And they say, well, you know, it's not a career. And Detroit is not a career enhancing place. But then again, Calvin Johnson enhanced his career here. Barry enhanced his career here. Herman advanced his career here. Robert Porcher. So he ain't that type of talent. You can't put Stafford in any situation he succeeded. You're probably 95% of players. You put Reggie White wherever, Reggie White gonna find a way to win. You put Aaron Donald. If the Lions would have drafted Aaron Donald, he still would have found a way to succeed. Matthew Stafford ain't that. You put Peyton Manning on the Indianapolis nigga knockers. He's still gonna find a way to succeed. You know, Aaron Rodgers, he's still gonna find a way to succeed. You know, Matthew Stafford is not that talent. Like Joe Flacco, he gotta have everything that's damn near right. Lamar Jackson, he ain't got nothing in Baltimore, but then look at him. Lamar can't win the big one, and Lamar don't deserve money, but hey, everybody was cool with Matthew was getting money. Everybody was cool every time the Lions was willing to re-up with Matthew. Y'all remember that? Real talk, nobody batted the eye when Stafford kept getting all them contracts, but Lamar Jackson, he can't win the big one. He ain't never had a Calvin Johnson, the Golden Tate. He is the running game in Baltimore. And he got one more playoff win than Matthew Stafford. You know, and I love when guys like Steve Young speak out from the outside. He go to San Francisco and fail. Then what's Steve Young going to be saying? He go there and break his back or blow out his back where he can't win football games, you know, and Jimmy Garoppolo won there because everything was right, but he couldn't win the game. And that one throw he missed to, Emmanuel Sanders to damn near win the Super Bowl versus San Francisco. I done seen Matthew Stafford miss fucking throws like that for years to win games or to keep up with Aaron Rodgers in the shootout. We seen it this year in Green Bay when he missed Marvin Jones on a wide open crossing route, and Marvin Jones probably would have scored. He can't go point for point with Aaron Rodgers. So wherever you take him, you put him at, it's going to have to be a situation where everything is damn near perfect. He said, I know when Trent Dilfer said when he got to Mike Holmgren in Seattle, it's like the sky parted ways and the sun shined on him. It is what it is. Okay. Let's put him in a situation with Kyle Shanahan, who gave Matt Ryan his most successful career. And I think he can do well with Matthew Stafford. I think Stafford has been deprived of a great running game, but I just seen in a situation where everything going well, he got a runner, he got pass catchers, and they about to win the game. He'll miss throws a lot of times. And some of the throws that he made to ice some games, a lot of guys like Kenny Galladay and Calvin Johnson had to make miraculous catches. You know, it's just like, oh, Stafford is just this great talent that would have won several Super Bowls if he won in Detroit. I'm glad this motherfucker like 31, 32 years old so people can see what he really is and really, really about. You know, most people probably thought that if Phillip Rivers, you know, would have been younger, maybe he would have won something, you know, going to another team. But that's not act like Detroit is all the issue for pressing Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford been in positions with top defense and top offensive players to win games, and he just finds a way to lose games. Come on, you take Green Bay, you take Aaron Rodgers off of Green Bay and put Stafford there. I bet Green Bay don't have a playoff win. Guarantee you that shit. And I guarantee Aaron Rodgers had wins. I'm telling you this, he's just not that good. Everything got to be, you know, perfect. People say, well, Tom wasn't a system. He was a system player. Look at Tom left the system and took Tampa to another. Well, Tampa got a deep. Well, put Jameis back on there. And do they win a Super Bowl? No. He's the top 10 quarterback. No, he's not. Is he better than Dak Prescott? No, he's not better than Russell. He's not better than Aaron. He's not better than Lamar. Who else we got out there? He's not better than Kyler. That's 5 right there. He's not better than Tom. He's not better than Drew, even though Drew might walk away. He's not better than Tannehill. That's 8. You know, he's not better than Baker right now. That's 9. He's not better than Watson. 10. Mahomes, 11. Come on, them 11 players that he's not better than. And I ain't even thinking all the quarterbacks that's out there. And that's crazy that everybody got this sympathy for him. I'm telling y'all, man, it's a complexion thing. A lot of if that was a dark-skinned guy in there, shit. When Steve Young wouldn't speak out on it. But hey, it's his opinion. And I think, yeah, you do want to take Stafford over Zach Wilson. I agree. But we'll see. You know, they act like Stafford had back injuries and all that stuff. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links in the description. If you ever need to reach out for a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, you want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well, too. Best way to donate, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy, CJ Goodfella. Let me know what you think in the comment section. We gone.